Hello, everybody. My name is Moesha Lamison, and I will be talking about today social workers that are in the prisons. Um, my population of interest are prisons and juveniles, and criminal justice social workers work with people who are incarcerated, and people who are incarcerated majority of the times experience PTSD, depression, anxiety, and so much more. Social workers are responsible for identifying and changing the services the justice system originally intended with correctional faculties or to support family members impacted by the offender actions. The reason I chose this population is because I really want to reduce recidivism. For those who don't know, recidivism is when an offender reoffend, and a lot of times we do not know the negative effect that recidivism has on the society and also families. Recidivism creates dysfunctional families, so it's important that we reduce the rates of recidivism and also reduce the high incarceration rates in the U.S. So the responsibilities of the social workers that are in the prisons is that they focus on strictly changing the inmates. Social workers perform psychological assessments on their clients. Some psychological assessments need to be approved, or either they have to go to a higher person to do the assessment because that inmate might be experiencing a little bit more difficult needs. Social workers also try to help people who are in prison by providing education, educating them on the programs that will be beneficial. Social workers are provided also provides resources that will help with employment and make sure that inmates are aware of these special programs for rape victims. So we have to, as social workers, provide resources and also educate our inmates on different things and tools they can do when transitioning from prison to society to reduce recidivism. And also we have to educate them on different things they can do, like employment wise, because a lot of times when people get incarcerated, they believe they are stuck in one area, one place, and that is not true. Inmate can basically leave prison and be better than before, but it's his or her choice to want that change. So I want to be that person to influence their change or to inspire their change. That person has to change around, but I definitely want to be that person looking to that they can be like, wow, Moesha Lamison inspired me to get a job. Moesha Lamison inspired me to be better for my family, for my kids. That's why I chose this population. So I want to make the change amongst the inmates, because a lot of times people are scared, or people do not want to help because they feel like that if they give help to them, then they will take advantage of that. But that's not always the case. So the education that is needed for social workers that are in prison is, of course, a bachelor's degree, but master's degrees is definitely necessary because sometimes working with inmates can be difficult. So having experience or training in criminal justice may be necessary. So the reason why I chose again this population is because I grew up in a low income neighborhood, and I want to be that change. I grew up looking at people go in and out of jail and still doing the same thing that he or she was doing when I was younger. Now that I'm older, still doing the same thing. So I want to inspire that person to definitely make a change. So the social work values promote social justice. That's what we are here to do. We promote social justice. We are advocates of social justice, and I believe that everybody should get the same opportunity and treated with the same respect. So on slide 9, I definitely provided the statistics to prove that we have a high incarceration rate in the U.S. So we need social workers in prisons. We need to be that change, because high incarceration rates is do not look good in this society. It creates high tax dollars. It creates dysfunctional families. It creates social problems. It creates difficult social networking. So we need to reduce these rates. So on the last slide, I provided 3 websites that basically explains the life of a social worker in the prisons. So I believe that we need to be educated what that social worker may do, because um, social workers in prison are very important because they're dealing with people like who are murderers or rape victims, or they have mental disorders. So we need to basically know the routines. We need to know the proper steps. We need to know the rules, the policy when being a social worker in the prison. And thank y'all so much for looking at my slides and allow me to educate y'all. And I appreciate everything. Thank you.